What's up guys, today I explain you Jujutsu Kaisen, the mythology behind the divine general Mahoraga. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe this channel, and now have fun with the video. Jujutsu Kaisen's power system is arguably the most complex in the entire shonen landscape, with author Gij adding another layer of nuance by basing most curse techniques and powers on real-world mythos and theologies. This also holds true for one of the strongest beings in the series, the divine general Mahoraga, a Shikigami summoned through the Ten Shadows technique wielded by Megumi Fushiguro. Unlike the rest of Fushiguro summons, the divine general Mahoraga is a creature of unfathomable power, even giving the demon king Sukuna a run for his money. With such significance in Jujutsu Kaisen's narrative, it's only natural for the Shikigami's influence to be drawn from Eastern religions and Japan's own indigenous theology. Officially known as the eight-handled sword divergent Scylla divine general Mahoraga, the Mahoraga is the strongest out of all the Shikigami summoned through the Ten Shadows technique. With a towering humanoid figure and an otherworldly appearance, the Mahoraga remains undefeated in the Ten Shadow technique's entire existence, as no sorcerer has ever been able to tame the divine general. While the Mahoraga possesses exceptional physical prowess and cursed energy, its true power lies in its adaptation technique. This skill allows the Mahoraga to adapt itself to any technique after just one hit, becoming almost entirely immune to the ability in question. This technique was able to nullify almost all of Sukuna's attacks, since it allowed the Mahoraga to effortlessly counter the demon's abilities after experiencing them just once. The Sanskrit origins of the name Mahoraga might point towards the Shikigami's origins in Hinduism. However, the Mahoraga embodies a mix of elements from Buddhism, Hinduism, and even Jainism, marking the creature's roots in the South and East Asian regions. It's also worth noting that Jujutsu Kaisen's original Japanese script uses the name Makora for the Shikigami, yet the official translations opted for the current version instead. While both names present an almost similar meaning, opting for Mahoraga ties the creature's roots to Hindu theology, a significant link considering the wheel of adaptation on the Shikigami's head also stems from Hinduism. One of the key aspects of the Mahoraga's appearance is an eight-handled wheel that hovers above its head. While this wheel might initially seem nothing more than a stylistic choice, it is later revealed to be one of the main facets of the Mahoraga's adaptation technique. Whenever the Mahoraga analyzes and counters a technique, the wheel above its head spins slightly. This wheel is inspired by both Buddhism and Hinduism, two religions that consider this symbol to be an emblem of cosmic balance. Known as the Dharma Chakra, this wheel is primarily used in Buddhism to represent Buddha's Dharma, or his path to enlightenment. Jujutsu Kaisen uses the wheel in a similar symbolic way, as every time the Mahoraga adapts to a technique, the wheel spins. This motion represents overcoming and countering an attack, similar to the Dharma or path to enlightenment. The title of the eight-handled sword divergent Scylla divine general Mahoraga might be a mouthful, yet this moniker has several layers of nuance to it. Eight-handled sword refers to Yotsuka no Tsurugi, one of the 10 sacred treasures of the Shinto god Nagahayahai. Each Shikigami of the Ten Shadows technique is named after one of the 10 treasures, which makes the Mahoraga's title quite befitting. Scylla is a term used to define virtues and disciplines in Buddhism, some that dictate the foundation of the religion. Divergent Scylla indicates a deviation from the rightful paths of Buddhism, which defines the Mahoraga's bloodlust and menacing disposition. Lastly, the divine general refers to Makora, one of the 12 divine generals or guardian deities slated to protect the Buddha of healing. Each facet of the title represents a different aspect of Buddhism, yet the whole moniker describes the Mahoraga almost perfectly. While the Mahoraga's moniker and appearance largely reference Buddhist cosmology, the name Mahoraga itself has its roots in Sanskrit. In the Buddhist and Hindu religions, the Mahoraga are considered to be exalted beings, with some boasting the status of godhood. Their bodies are anthropomorphic, though they often take on a more human-like appearance. Jujutsu Kaisen's Mahoraga fits the description of these deities to an extent, albeit without the primordial status of these exalted beings. While the Jujutsu Kaisen still refers to the Mahoraga as Makora in the original Japanese script, Viz Media's creative liberty to the name has added another layer of depth to the Shikigami's title.